Man, this shit brings me back. God, do you guys ever remember when this used to be on a fucking rooftop? Hey guys, Chelsea here. Now, I'm basically just gonna say it. This is just a kind of it's a GTA video, obviously, but it's more like a retrospective on GTA, because if you don't know, I used to play GTA all the way back in on PS3. Like, I played it on PS3. I played it from 2013 to about 2015. Dropped the game because that's when actually no, it was 2016. Dropped the game because that's when I discovered Hearts of Iron. And I haven't played it since then, and now I've started getting it at 2022. Now, I've obviously been kind of grinding out this game. Like, I've had this game for about a month already, and I've already gotten like about 50 million or something like that already. Spent a good shitload of it anyways on ways to make more money, but yeah. But this is kind of more like a retrospective of the game, and seeing how far it's gone, because this was the shit back then. This was the way you made money. If you don't know, you used to, when you would open your phone on jobs list, there'd be about 20 jobs, just rooftop rumble, rooftop rumble, rooftop rumble. Because it was so popular to do rooftop rumble, because it was so effective to do rooftop rumble. Anyways, the reason it was so good, the reason this is such a great thing, is it's quite easy. And, you know, look at me, and it just gave you a lot of RP. I mean, at the moment, the room it's borderline broken. But yeah, what you used to do is, it was either the Kuruma. Now, I mean, nowadays I'm doing it in the Kuruma, but you also used to do it in the, you know, I think when High Life came out, people always used to do this with a Zentorno and just drive, they would just reverse into the fucking thing with the Zentorno. Oh, I actually took some damage in. The Zentorno was the second best way to do this. That, and also just blowing the place up with fucking explosives. But the reason this is so good, now this is not to level 75, this is a level 75 contact mission, but the reason this was so popular was because, well, you got a lot of, well, I'm just gonna smash in here. Ah, I'm not. But you made a lot of money from this as well. This was probably the best way to make money in the game, because, well, okay, here comes the other guys. I don't want to be caught in the parking garage. But yeah, it used to be super easy to make a lot of money in this game. Like, oh, and obviously, of course, I've got the sound off, but there we go. But what you used to be able to, what you have to do is, of course, you got to steal this document. It is, I think it's the second contact mission from last contact mission. I just got there's a dude there. Oh, I don't care. I'm just gonna grab the documents. But basically, this was the go-to way to make money back in the day. Now, this has gone through a lot of changes. Like, if you heard in the intro, I was joking about the about being on a rooftop. But originally, this thing, the reason it was called Rooftop Rumble was because you were on a rooftop, and the guards, they spawned at the top of the parking garage there. So you were on the rooftop. Now, back then, this was before the flight score update. Now, if you don't know why the flight score update was so important, was that the flight score update made it so that every job, the longer it took, the more money you got. So basically, in the case of Rooftop Rumble, you basically had to, you know, it was a job that would usually open about 5 minutes. Now people were waiting outside of the fucking, outside of Martin's house. And you know, the reason it lost its popularity as the way to make money was because, well, Heist, I wouldn't say Heist coming out ruined it, because with Heists, you know, it was kind of, yeah, you made a lot of money, but there was a lot more stuff you had to do, and it was, you know, Heists back then, it wasn't like Cayo Perico where you basically, you could do, or Casino, where you could do the whole thing in about an hour, and then, you know, do the whole thing again, and you'd get like $1 million each. It was like Heist, they took about an hour or two for the setups alone. And then, because back then people did not know how to do the fucking setups, still don't know, some people still don't know how to do it to this day. And, you know, so you spend about an hour or two on the setups, and these were really tough setups, some of these. And the rewards, like the heists as well, they were very unforgiving. Like, you made one mistake or one guy died, and you went straight all the way back to the beginning of the heist or the setup. So yeah, very unforgiving. So yeah, this is what people would do. We would just camp out here, just wait for a time. So I'm just going to continue. So Rooftop Rumble is kind of like the port. Like, if you didn't do Heist or you're sick of Heists, people just did Rooftop Rumble. Now, another way it lost its popularity was because of, you know, Securo serve contracts, and I think those were kind of, you know, like headhunters and stuff like that, kind of ruined it. But businesses, especially the have basically been the final nail in the coffin for Rooftop Rumble's way of making money. But there was also another thing, which was the Los Santos connection. People found that it was actually better and more fun, personally, and it was a better way to make money to do it was better to do the Los Santos connection, and you'd get, you know, the money from it. Los Santos connection is probably the best contact mission to make money, because, you know, especially if you're on solo, because you're basically guaranteed about 30k from that mission on hard, so that's pretty good. Anyways, yeah, it was basically, actually, I'm just going to drive in here. I think it's been more than enough time, but yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Mr. Madrazo.
In an appropriate way, I mean. If I didn't, you would be dead, of course.
Great. I thought my helmet went off in that. But yeah, you can see here, 13. This wasn't by far the best way, but you can get about 25k from. You can get 25 from this, 25k. Obviously, of course, I'm just doing this for the video, but yeah. Anyways, that's just been my, that's been my retrospective on Rooftop Rumble, and more like why it died, why it was so big, and why it eventually died. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave your thoughts on it in the comment. Did you guys ever experience like Rooftop Rumble back in the day where you could literally get 20 invites for it? If you did, say it in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.